Good morning, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. And I am your host. My name is Kumawe Tarinimi. And I will advise that you welcome somebody by your side. Ensure you welcome somebody. And ensure you spread this message. Ensure you spread this gospel to as many people as you can. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where you're listening to us from. This is Radio Biafra. And on this platform, we preach the truths, we teach the truths, and we disseminate the truth. Let us pray, as it is our custom to do so. Tamara ogonomokiri motemedao. Woyengi nanawei ayiba. In the Baratua. In the Baratua. We worship you. We worship you in the holy land of Biafra. We worship you. From all over the world, we worship you. And we shall continue to worship you. For the land of Biafra is a land that you have consecrated for yourself and yourself alone. And for your worship, that while men all over the world turn their backs on you, and begin to worship the creation, the land of Biafra shall remain holy and sanctified, separated for you alone. Elohim, we pray for our leader Mazen Amdekano this day. We pray that you keep him safe and sound, that wherever he is in the DSS dungeon, that irrespective of the desires of the evil ones, that he will continue to remain safe and sound and his mind remain intact for this movement, for this gospel, for the restoration of Biafra for which you have called him. That no harm shall come to him today and the days to come. Lord, we pray for all of our men working assiduously, risking their lives, sacrificing their time, sacrificing everything to see to it that our land is free from every form of infiltration and corruption, to see to it that our land is free from every form of terrorism. Lord, we ask that you continue to keep these ones, guide and protect them, that the bullets of the enemies will not see them, and the strategies of the enemies to destroy them will always fail, that every encounter the Izon have against the terrorists in uniform and the terrorists out of uniform, that you shall continually give them victory upon victory at each moment, at each encounter. Lord, we pray for all those all over the world that are sacrificing their all, sacrificing their finances, sacrificing their time, sacrificing their intellect to educate Biafrans, and all those on the media that do not allow themselves to be infiltrated, that do not allow their minds to be corrupted, that ensure they stand on the truth and follow through with the gospel of restoration of Biafra. Lord, we ask that you continue to keep these ones and you continue to guide and protect them. And all those upon our land that have given themselves out to be used by the enemies just to satisfy today's pleasure. All the politicians and those they pay and those they inspire. Lord, we ask that this land of Biafra shall swallow them and swallow all that concerns them. That at the end of the day, they shall know that the land of Biafra is holy. And anyone that saw her hand or his hand shall pay with his life. Oh, this we pray in the name of Tamara Chukokika Abiyama Ayiba Tamuno Ogene Abasi Ise more power. You are welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast, which is under the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name is Kumawe Tarinemi. I am an Izon man, and Izon land is the coastlines of Biafra. These are the coastlines of Biafra. We must continue. Our topic today says crumbs or bread. You know, at each point in life, you have to choose. At every decision you make, you're choosing. You're making, at every step you make is a decision that you've made. Everything you do, you have made a decision. Either you make a decision to destroy yourself, to destroy everyone around you, or you make a decision to save yourself and to save everyone around you. Destruction is easy. Destruction is easy. A building that took 6 months, 1 year, 3 years. There are some buildings that take even up to 5 years to build properly. When people want to destroy it, sometimes in less than an hour, it is gone. Destruction is easy, but to build is difficult. In less than an hour, you can destroy a building that took people 7 months to build, with lots of fund and lots of money put in place, and lots of sacrifice. The Twin Towers of the United States was destroyed in less than an hour. By Osama bin Laden. I've not researched how long it took the United States to put that building together. But I know that in less than an hour, it came down. And it didn't just come down, it came down with lots of lives. Many people died because one man chose to destroy a building. So you must know, when certain offers are given to you and it is becoming easy, it is as if they are making your goals easy, then you should know that they want you to destroy yourself. self-destruction is the worst of it all. It is better that your enemy look you in the face and make attempts to destroy you. If he succeeds, so be it. But if your enemy succeed in making you destroy yourself, you are the worst fool there is. Crumbs or bread? Crumbs are those tiny particles that falls out from bread whenever you break a bread to eat it. Whenever you cut a part of bread to eat, some particles falls out from the bread. Those particles are called crumbs. There is no reasonable person that wants to eat a bread that will leave the bread and go to the crumbs and be eating the crumbs. No. You will rather eat the bread and leave the crumbs for the ants and the insects to feed on. The insects, ants, and all forms of insects, creeping animals or those that fly, they feed on crumbs. Because the owner of the bread will not let them eat the bread. So they will go to the crumbs. The owner of the bread will say, no, I can't let you have access here. The owner of the bread will protect the bread. The owner of the bread will put certain things around access to the bread in such a way that if the insects wants to have access to this bread, the insects will face some certain kind of resistance that will destroy them. So because of that resistance, the insects will not go to the bread. Rather, the insects will choose to stay with the crumbs because the crumbs are not protected. The crumbs are not protected. And in this our case, the question is, what is the bread? What is the bread? And my question goes to Tompolo, Asari Dokubo, Ateketom, and all those that their names have been known in his own land for more than 20 years to be fighting for the liberation of the Izon people from the shackles of what is known as Nigeria. My question is, what is the bread? What is your view? What is your focus? What do you want in life? What do you want for your people? And even though I mentioned their names, they are not the only ones I'm referring to. I'm referring to every single person from the coastlines to the hinterland of the land of Biafra. What do you want? The countries that have freedom, they are human beings like you. If they can enjoy freedom, why can't you? Why can't you enjoy freedom? If there are some people in this world that can enjoy freedom and have a country to themselves and have their opinions respected, so why can't you enjoy freedom? Why must somebody somewhere dictate the way you live and your opinions will not count? Why can't the Izon man determine who does what on his own land? Why can't the Izon man have an autonomous Izon nation? Why can't Biafra be sovereign? Why can't we decide for ourselves? Why can't we have a referendum? Why? Just the other day, Tempelo signed a contract with the same government that killed his parents, the government that killed his dad, the government that killed his father, the same government that was looking for him all over to kill him. He signed to protect the Izon resources that they steal from our land every day. The resources of the Biafran people. He signed with them to protect it for them. Not for the Izon man, not for the Igbo man, not for the Bibio man, but for the criminal Nigerian government. It is high time we call a spade a spade. It is high time we tell ourselves that Nigeria government on our land is a crime. If you cannot reason that way, there is something wrong with your reasoning. Because Nigerian government on our land is a crime. And that is why we are seeking for referendum. It is a crime for Britain to come all the way from Europe to come here and establish a contraption and force us to call ourselves Nigerians. And even after they have gone, that false structure that they built is still there. And you see nothing wrong with it. Nothing. And this false structure that they built have killed lots of our people and is still killing our people till tomorrow. And you see nothing wrong with it. This false structure is stealing our money every single day and you see nothing wrong with it. And they are doing absolutely nothing on our land. If they were even taking the money and they are treating our people well, wouldn't have bothered. We're not greedy people. Biafrans are not greedy. Wouldn't have bothered. Would have said, there's no problem, let us just manage them. Because we're not aggressive people. We don't like fights. The Biafran people, we don't like fights. We don't like spilling of blood. Whether it is our people's blood or it is a stranger's blood. We don't like it. We don't like fighting. That is not us. But the only thing we don't take is when you put your hands into our eyes. Oppression. It is against the Biafran culture to allow your fellow man to oppress you while you're still alive. It is better that you are lowered in the grave than your fellow man to oppress you in the presence of your children and you are alive. Take what belongs to you and your children, keep you in abject poverty, and you are alive. It is against our system. It is against our DNA. We don't take it. If we allow it, fine. But not when we don't. So, Tempelo went ahead and collected a bribe. And instead of the rest of the people that didn't collect the bribe, instead of them to shout, and tell Tompolo that what you took is a bribe. That what we need is referendum. What we need is freedom. What did they do? They went out and started screaming and saying that you did not give us the bribe. You did not share the bribe to everybody. You are fighting for bribe. You are fighting for crumbs. We have not finished talking about Tompolo that took crumbs and is not ashamed to accept crumbs when the oil itself belongs to him and the Ijaw people. He accepted crumbs. We have not finished talking about that one. Some people that do not know, that I don't even know where they come from. Are you people sure you are Izon people? Are you sure? Have you lost your pride as an Izon man? What is wrong with you? So now you want to go and fight Tompolo for bribe instead of you to focus on the Nigeria. Focus on the Nigeria and tell Nigeria that what we need is referendum. You must put your priorities right. So at the end of the day, they will now say to you with your own. Then you will now relax. Right? You will now relax. How did we get here? How did we get here? How? How? That what we now fight for is bribe. Kai! God forbid. What we now put all our energies fighting for is bribe. Fighting for bribe amongst ourselves. So tomorrow now, Izon boys loyal to Tompolo will now be fighting Izon boys loyal to Asare. Well, Asare zone, I'm not surprised. If Asare can carry people and be going to Igbo land to go and fight them, he will do the same thing to Tompolo. I'm not surprised. Divide and rule. And all those boys that call themselves Izon boys, you have to use your head. If you must die, die well. Do not die as a fool. Don't give yourself to stupid men. Men that will use you and dump you. So all those arms that you could acquire is to use it and spill the blood of your brother. That's exactly what the Fulani wanted. Gave Tompolo contracts so that at the end of the day, our people will start fighting themselves in the coasts. Because Ibubago have been exposed in the hinterland. And rather they are now on the run. So the same thing, they want to bring it down to the coast. If you're not stupid, Fulani will not be in power. If you're not stupid, we will be free by now. If we are not stupid, if Biafrans are not stupid, we'll be free. What is holding us? What is holding our freedom? What? If we are not stupid, if all of us are not stupid, we will be free. What is the strength of Fulani? What is the number of Fulani? They are using you people, jumping against each other. Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed that what you could come out to say is to say that they did not give you the contract, a bribe. Kai! Is that how low the Izon man has become? The one that calls himself General Empe. Is that how low you have become? That they did not give you that bribe. You should be happy. You should be happy that Elohim separated you not to destroy you, because a bribe is given to destroy you. Whenever your enemy gives you a bribe, it is because he wants to destroy you. You should be happy. And instead of come out to protest for the bribe, to receive your own portion of the bribe, you should have come out to tell them that the land is yours and Tampolo will not stop you except they give us a referendum. That is what you're supposed to say. Rather, you're saying you went to Oproza to give somebody else a contract. Can you imagine? Are you not ashamed? I'm ashamed for you if you're not ashamed. I am ashamed. It's a slap to the face of every Izon man. It's a slap to our face. You have disgraced us. You have disgraced us. To fight over a bribe is a disgrace. People take bribes and they are ashamed that people should not know that they are taking bribe. They hide it. If people say that you took bribe, they will say, no, I'm not among. They hide it. They are ashamed. But you're no longer ashamed. You are proud to say that the bribe should be given to you. You are proud. You want to defend oil pipeline. You are proud. The bribe should be given to you. And before you know it, you'll be blowing up pipeline for the wrong reasons. And that is what is likely to happen. And that is the threat that you're giving. If you're blowing it for the right reasons, we'll say, okay. If you say that, okay, you want to blow up the pipelines until they give us referendum, I will not have any problem with that. Even though I don't have any interest in blowing up pipelines. But I won't have any problem with that. That is for a just cause. But no, you're indirectly telling us that you want to begin to blow up the pipeline that Tampulo cannot stop you, so that they will give you your own, so that you no longer blow it. Why don't you stand and fight for freedom? Is it not the same contract that General Magbe has been looking for, and they've been settling him with one thing or the other? Today they are chasing him, looking for him to kill. Killing all those loyal to him. And even those that do not even know anything about it. Taking opportunity to kill our innocent people. And it is people like you that have lost focus that will be giving these zoo animals open doors to come to our communities and be killing innocent people. But you have lost focus. What you're looking for is money. Crumbs. Little money that will finish. And you look for more again. You must understand one thing. If you're battling an enemy, and the enemy begin to offer you bribe, what you should know is that for your enemy to offer you bribe, it is simply because your enemy have seen that you are a potent force. And because you're a potent force, the enemy knows that he cannot destroy you. He knows that you're likely to win. If the enemy can destroy you, he will not bother you with bribe. He will not bother to set you with anything. So because he knows he cannot destroy you, what he will do is to come and offer you bribe for you to calm down and give him time. As much time that he can, he will be taking his time until he can destroy you. Because if he liked you, from the moment you started protesting, he would have given you what you wanted. Or he would have called you to a round table and asked you, what do you want? How do we settle it? He will not first of all try to kill you. But what did they do? What did they do at Odi? What did they do in Kayama after the Kayama Declaration in 1998? They came here to oppress and kill people. In fact, they leveled Odi to the ground, and they keep leveling our communities, our towns and our communities. Izon towns and Izon communities. Do we want to talk about Azagbene? Or the Letugbene of yesterday? They keep leveling our towns and our communities. Whenever you protest, and instead of you to stand and protest for what is right, is it a crime to be free? Is it a crime to be free? Instead of you to stand for freedom, you're there jumping around and asking for bribe. I've never seen such in the world, that people will become so shameless that what they begin to protest for is a bribe. What they begin to protest for is a bribe. How can people be so shameless? I don't understand this. It is difficult for me to understand that you are protesting for a bribe. I don't just get it. I don't just get it. Is it how foolish we have been? We are no longer ashamed. Or you don't know that the pipeline contract is a bribe? You don't know? Is it that you don't know? Or you're not ashamed? I just want to understand. Is it that you don't know? I don't just understand this thing. You boldly came out, carried all your arms and ammunitions, showcasing yourself. And what are you protesting for? A bribe. A bribe. You should be ashamed of yourself and relax. If you want to do something, protest for freedom. Protest for referendum. One thing with freedom is that when everybody is free, everybody have rights. As a Biafran in Nigeria, you have no rights. You have no rights, no matter how high you climb. You have no rights, no matter how high. No matter how high you climb, you have no respect. There is no dignity for any Biafran in Nigeria. At the end, they will be using you to kill your own people. What joy would that give you? No joy. No joy. Whenever your people protest, They will ask you to go and kill them. You see people like Ojizo Kalo saying that I wish I was the governor. Will call me. Do you think he's a happy man? Do you think he's a happy man? It is condition. It's not a condition make crayfish bend. It is condition that is making them to do these things. They are not happy. Yes, they are doing it for the money. Yes, they are criminals, but they are not happy. You think they don't know? They know all that is going on. They are not happy. They are not happy people. The only thing is that they love money more than their conscience. They have no shame. They are not happy people. They have no dignity. They don't care anymore about dignity. If not for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ojizo Kalo would have still been in jail. It was because our leader stood for him. But you know the zoo now. Probably when they were releasing him, they gave him conditions and warned him that he must continue to be loyal and do what they want. That's why he's saying all those rubbish. None of them are free. They are not free. They are not free people. They are in bondage, in greater bondage than the ordinary masses. They are in greater bondage than the ordinary masses that they are killing. And they are not happy. They are not happy people. What can you compare to freedom? What we need is freedom. We are done with Nigeria. We are done with the zoo. We are done. And all of our people, the ordinary people in the coastlines of Biafra, that call themselves Niger Delta and all those rubbish. All the ordinary people, I hope you have seen it. Those ones that you think they are out there. We have people, we have fighters. Are you seeing what is playing out? Are you seeing that all they're after is their bellies? Are you seeing it? All they're after is their bellies. They will tell you that INC, Izon National Congress, is out there asking for a referendum. But Tompolo is here collecting bribe. And so-called General MP, who is mentioning Asare, is over where he is, asking for his own portion of the bribe. Are you seeing it? He's where he is, asking for his own portion of the bribe. And you are there thinking that INC is out there looking for Ijaw interest. The INC is actually looking for Ijaw Nation, Ijaw Republic. And you are not doing anything, oh. You are not doing anything. You are not following up in any way. You just think that some people somewhere are thinking for you. Are you not foolish? Are you not foolish? You think some people somewhere are thinking for you? INC and the rest of them, what they are doing all they are doing because of IPOB. They are doing all they are doing because of IPOB. To create distraction. Because they know that the eyes of the ordinary Izon man is opened. But they want to still look for something to distract you from IPOB. But what they don't know is that they have failed. I personally don't have any problem with INC and the suits that they are going for. But to tell you that INC, they are not sincere with themselves. They went there. Everybody is talking about what they came for. They went there and started talking about Biafra. That is to tell you that what they went there for is to distract people. They didn't go there for anything good. They went there to distract people, the ordinary people, the gullible ones. That's what they went there to do. If they focus on what they are going there to do, if they focus on the Ijaw Republic as they claim and all of that, and while we focus on our Biafra, at the end of the day, we'll get something. Even though I know they are not serious. But rather, instead of focusing on what they went there to do, they went there and started talking rubbish. Who is out there speaking for you? Who is out there speaking for you? The indigenous people of Biafra is not a movement to free the Igbo people. It's a movement to free Biafra. It's not a movement to free one section of our people. It's a movement to free everyone. And as a Biafran, you are an indigenous person of Biafra. And IPOB is for you. And what you should do is to stand by IPOB. And not allow all these people that are looking for who to bribe them to distract you. Don't allow them to distract you. Don't allow these people that are looking for who to bribe them. You know, on Radio Biafra, what we do is to teach you the truth. We tell the truth. If you're doing well, we'll tell you you're doing well. If you're doing rubbish, we tell you you're doing rubbish. I am saying this so that those that didn't receive the bribe, they will put their head straight and know where to channel their attention. If you're asking for referendum and you challenge the government to it, then Tompolo, because he has taken bribe, he now come to fight you. Then we will know that what you're doing is a just fight. And we'll know that Tompolo is the problem of his own people. And all the people of the coast. And all the people of Biafra. But instead, you want the bribe that Tompolo took. Instead of you to envy good things, you're envying bribe. You're jealous of the bribe that Tompolo took. You want to take your own. So you're threatening that Tompolo cannot secure this one here. You're threatening. It's a pity. It's a pity. It's a pity. And I just pity. I pity most especially all those people that still think one way or the other some of you have anything to offer. They are the ones I pity. They are just the ones I pity. Those ones that think that maybe one way or the other you have one thing or the other to offer. But what we must know is that no matter how many people that the enemy try to bribe, there are still holy people in Biafra land. Everywhere in Biafra land. When Elohim was calling our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he didn't call him alone. He didn't call him alone. Elohim did not call our leader alone. Our leader is not alone. He might be in the hands of the enemies today, but he's not alone. If our leader were to be alone, the enemies would have used him to shine the same way they did with Adakaboro, the same way they did with Kensaruwiwa, and a host of others that they have destroyed. But this is not the first time that they have heard our leader. But because he is not alone, they cannot touch him. If they could, they would have done what they could since. Because they don't wish him alive. But they know that touching that man will make everything worse. Every single credibility that they had, that is just hanging with a rope, will be entirely destroyed. They cannot touch him. They can't do nothing to our leader. They don't have any choice but to release him. I want to call on all of our people. This is the time for everyone to rise up and stand up. Anybody that you see on our land or from our land that is being distracted, you ignore them. Do not put your energy on people that are distracted. They will only distract you. Once you put your energy on people that are distracted, what they will succeed in doing is to distract you. But if you put your energy on the goal, you will always hit your target. Consolidate your energy. Put it on the goal. You will hit your target. But if you put your energy on those that are distracted, they will end up distracting you. At the end of the day, you'll be jumping from one pillar to post. When the enemy comes to bribe you, it is evidence that the enemy, that bribe they want to give you, is an evidence that the enemy knows that if you continue doing what you are doing faithfully, he will fail and you will gain it all. So, instead of the enemy, the enemy's mindset is, instead of me to continue fighting dirty and lose all, let me just take something little, like maybe 0.1% or even less, and give to this man that is fighting me strong, so that he will stop. And do you know what? Once you accept bribe, you will stop fighting the enemy and you become a tool. Why is the pipeline contract a bribe? Why is it a bribe? It is because it will rather turn you against your own people. You will become a tool. The enemy will begin to tell you what to do. Somebody that you're supposed to be challenging, he will be the one telling you what to do. Yes, do this one. And yes, go and kill this one. Okay, you can leave this one alive for now. Can you imagine? The enemy will be giving you instructions. The oppressor will be giving you instructions. You have become a tool. It is better that you are dead. Because if you are dead, you will not be a tool in the hands of the enemy. The enemy will not use you to destroy yourself and your people. Because there is no defense when you're destroying your people. Your people are your defense. Your people are your defense. By the time you now destroy all your people, you'll be left alone. When the enemy comes, you have no backup, no support, no reinforcement. That is the plan. Set them up against themselves. Give Tompolo the bribe let others be jealous. Because they know that all of you, you now love bribe more than your lives. All you're doing, the reason you're carrying gun is for bribe. Let them bribe me. Let them notice me and bribe me. That's why you're carrying guns. Bribe. You now love bribe more than your lives. They know that you're greedy. So they know that once they settle, and they knew that among all of you, Tompolo is the less greedy one. So maybe if they had given it to Asare or maybe Ateke or maybe that General MP, as he said it, if they had given it to him, Tompolo wouldn't have come out to protest that he wasn't giving the bribe. So they saw that this one, he might not be the one fighting for the right thing. So let him be the one that will bribe. If he accepts, glory to Allah. And they went to him and bribed him. And he foolishly accepted. It worked. So now what is left? Others now greedy. Boom! Everybody will start fighting each other. At the end of the day, whether you win or you lose, you have lost. Whether you win or you lose, you have lost. When you fight your brother, every punch you throw, you have lost. When I was growing up, I have this other brother that sometimes we used to have clash. And whenever we have clash, I'll ask myself, he's my elder brother. If I fight him, the probability that I will lose the fight is high while we're growing up. But even if, though I'm the type that if I want to fight, I must win. I will ensure I win. But sometimes it's not always that you win. But now, if I now win, what will be the glory? That I fought my elder brother and I won. I fought my own brother and I won. What is the glory? If I succeed in injuring him, what is the glory? I will still feel the pain that I injured my brother. Or what if he's the one that injured me? Of course, it's my body. I will feel the pain. So, what if one of us lost our lives while trying to prove a point, fighting ourselves? At the end of the day, whatever punch you throw, you have lost. You have lost. Any punch you throw at your brother, you are the loser. Meanwhile, there is somebody out there setting you people to fight. He's the winner. But he's not receiving the punches. He's not even the one throwing the punches. You are helping him to destroy yourselves. What did he do? Dangle money in your face. Common money. 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 Money is supposed to be a slave of man, not man a slave of money. If money can control you, or if you allow money to control your choices, you're not supposed to be in this world. You're not qualified. Money is supposed to be a tool of man. But if somebody that hates you can dangle money in your face and make you do what you would not do on a normal day, you are little. You are small. You are small. It means that you can be bought. It means that you can be bought. It is better that you remain in hunger than for you to sell yourself for money. That thing that you're doing, that bribe you're collecting, can you hand it over to your son? Can you say that when you are gone, your son should continue in this life that you're living? Are you proud of it? Are you proud that your children should grow up and continue serving the Fulani as their masters as you are doing? Are you proud of it? That is the question you should be asking yourself. What legacy do you want to keep for your children? Pipeline contracts? Pipeline guard? That is what you want to keep for your children? They should come and continue to become pipeline guards to Fulani? When you can keep a beautiful nation for them? When your children can grow up and say and beat their chests that my dad left a nation for me. When my dad was born, they were all in bondage. He did his best. And he ensured that our people are free. Or you want your children and your grandchildren to continue serving Fulani. The same way as Igboro made a mistake by serving Fulani, thinking that by serving Fulani, he will now have river states. And the Izon people and the rest of the people from river states, from old river states, will now have a voice for themselves and now tell Fulani off and say this place belongs to us, this is how we want it. That was what Aziboro was thinking. But at the end of the day, what happened? They cut short his life. And today, the next generation are serving Fulani, even worse. Now, in serving Fulani now, you want to pound on yourself. Serving Fulani, serving your enemies. Or you don't know that they are your enemies. Fulani don't want to engage you. They are engaging the Eastern Security Network because they have no choice. They have tried all they could. They have no choice. Even though now they are still looking for a way to bribe one or two people, using politicians to bribe one or two people to be fighting on the ground, divide and rule. But it's not as potent. So they are still coming by themselves in the hinterland. But in the coast, they want you to finish yourself so that Fulani only come when the ground has leveled. They don't like real challenges. They come when the ground has leveled, when they can only confront armless people that do not carry arm, people that are weak. Fulani only attack the weak. Until you have been weakened, Fulani will not come. That is why they use the army. The army is not only Fulani that is there. It's every people from the zoo called Nigeria that are in the army helping Fulani to fight. Fulani is not fighting. They are just there. They are the ones giving orders. They are not the foot soldiers. But some of those people from the north that think that, oh, we are all north. They are more of the foot soldiers going about killing our people. Because Fulani gave order. Everything we've been saying, it doesn't enter their head. Very foolish people. Meanwhile, in their places, Fulani are there killing them in cold blood, taking over their communities. The other day, that soldier, when he saw things, when his eyes opened, he saw things for himself. He started crying. He said, take care of my wife. I don't even know if I will even get back alive. Take care of my wife. All of you, you want to wait until you see things with your two naked eyes before you believe. It's a pity. It's a pity. But our duty is to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter how you feel about it, we'll tell you the truth. And that is our duty. That is what Elohim called us to do. We'll tell you the truth and we'll continue to tell you the truth. At this juncture, as I will be opening the lines, I'll be opening the lines so that our people can call and give their contribution to today's program. So you can call us on Signal. We are live on. You can call us on Signal on WhatsApp. You can also call us on Skype. Signal, WhatsApp, or Skype. You can call us on either of them. The line to call on Signal is +45 7164 5962. That's the line to call on Signal. +45 7164 5962. That is the WhatsApp line to call. I mean the Signal line, sorry. Then the line to call on WhatsApp is +48 73 96 45 829. I take it again. +48 73 96 45 829. Then the Skype ID, you can call us on Radio Biafra VOC. Radio Biafra, Radio-Biafra VOC. That is the line to call. Radio Biafra VOC. So you can call us on Radio Biafra VOC. That is on Skype. Just type Radio-Biafra VOC in capital. Then you will be able to get us and give your contribution to today's program. Do not forget our topic is crumbs or bread. Crumbs or bread. Lines are open. You can call your contribution. Please try to keep to time. We have minutes for calls. Please try to their contribution. Oh, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Yeah. Your name and where you calling from? Next on the range. Oh, we lost him. That is a caller from WhatsApp. The lines are open. Okay, now we can ride on. Your name and where you're calling from, and please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Yeah, good morning, my African rep. My name is King, and I'm calling from my location. Thank you very much for the topic that you raised today. It's very, very educative. And I would like you to emphasize more about money because you wanted to say a lot of things about money and its disadvantages, but you only just say a little bit. And I think that you know the implication of loving money, the natural things that we have on earth. So, and another thing I want to touch is for those who says burying our dead before 3 days. It's an Islamic agenda, and our people need to tell them that Islam is Islam and our culture and our tradition as Igbo people has been in existence before Islamization. So the burying our dead before 3 days has been in existence before the foundation or the formation of Islam. So another thing I want to say to our people is they must know the implication of what we are doing. And our enemies must also know that we also know what we are doing. Because a lot of people believe in action more than the people who are hearing their voice. They must know that we have come to restore our land. They must know that it doesn't matter what it takes, as long as we are going to give our children a better future, a better education, good water, good road, good infrastructure, a good policy. As long as we are going to know them to live in the environment where they can have equal rights and justice, we're not going to stop at nothing for the restoration of Biafra. Thank you very much, my African rep, and this is my contribution for today.
Thank you very much. God bless you. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast, under the auspices of Radio Biafra London. We must continue. You know, the enemies will always try to ensure they cut us off, but it will not succeed. We are live and we are direct, and the lines are open. The lines are open. I don't know if people on the radio can still hear me. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, good morning, Tarin. I greet you. It's me once again, update. I don't know if on Radio Biafra, if you are aware of the technical problem is on. I don't know if you are aware.
Yes, I'm aware. I think we're back now. I can notice from my system that we're back now.
You're back, huh?
Yes, right on.
Okay, well done. Thank you very much. I'm going to be very, very brief. You know, the zoo government, you know, they are very, the Islamic government, they know what they are doing.
Yeah.
They know very well.
Come away. You have not introduced yourself. Introduce yourself so that Biafrans will know who is talking.
Okay. Good morning, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Kemewe Augustine Peter. I am from the coastal region, Biafra, and an IPP member. I will leave it at that.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Tarek.
Yeah, right on.
So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, they have calculated very, very well. Now that they believe that they have our leader, and they also know they have Sunday Go. Now the only person that people listen to in the coastal region or in the Ijaw nation, let's put it that way, is Tompolo. So they have decided to shut him down. And who did they use? They use the politicians. Timothy Silva, who is also part of this whole contract, he's from Bayelsa State. He did not go to River State. He did not go to or from Bayelsa State itself. Rather, he went to Delta State and get Tampolo just to see how they will bring him down, and then gradually they will now destroy him, because the aim is to destroy Tampolo.
Exactly.
So now that he has decided to take this contract, now what they expected has started playing out with these other groups trying to also be part of it, or they should have theirs. So now once this fight starts, once there is problem, it will now give the Nigerian army or the security forces the opportunity to go to our villages and start burning down the villages and the communities. And that is just the only plan.
Simple.
Because there is what I read, when they were giving account of what happened in the two Benin. What somebody said was that the army said that they are going to come back, that if they don't vacate the community, if they don't vacate, can you understand what they should vacate? How do you come to a community, you burn down the community, looking for somebody who is supposed to be a criminal, and you're asking the people to vacate the community?
Can you imagine?
All I am saying is that the Ijos, those of us in the coastal region, we should understand this, that the destruction going on in the north today, the destruction in the middle belt, the destruction in Igbo land, the Ijo land is the final place where they want to come and destroy. So now it is the time. The election is coming close. Next year is the election. They have been pursuing Tampolo ever since the inception of this government, this administration. They did not call him to give him this contract. Instead, they were pursuing. But now, just some months to election, now they are inviting Tampolo to come and get a contract, with which they will bring him very close and destroy him. And that is what they are doing. I just pray that our people will understand what is happening and follow the right channel, which is either you are asking for the John Nation or you are joining the Biafra struggle. Ask for a referendum and get yourself free. Because if we continue in this path, we will use our own hands to destroy ourselves. That is all I have to say. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And before I stop, you know that I don't like listening to your broadcast because it makes my heart to bleed because of the reality that you keep preaching. It makes my heart to bleed. I find it difficult to listen. Each time I listen, I feel pain in me. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mbana. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you are calling from, and please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution. Our caller from WhatsApp.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I am doing very, very good. Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Chukwemano. I'm speaking from my location. Thank you very much for your topic this morning. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazenambi Kano, who set up this platform to teach people how to reason. I try to understand that information is even more powerful than weapon. You can use information and enslave a country like Nigeria. Because whatever you are hearing is what you are. That is information for you. Our leader have done so much to set up this platform for anybody who are ready to listen and to become a human being. Let me go straight to the topic this morning. During the time of Yaradua and Jonathan as a president of Nigeria, There was a time this group in river areas, they were mapped out for amnesty. They take some of them to Bubara, somewhere, so many places, saying they are teaching them handwork and all of that, deceiving them. They send some of them to abroad for schooling. After some time, they cannot even pay their school fees. Only God knows how those people manage where they are today. All these things supposed to teach Asari Dokobo, Tompolo, and all those groups. Because what Fulani have done to them, to Nigeria, is unbelievable. Because what they are teaching them is criminality. Nothing more, nothing less. They feel when they can give you money and give you gun to kill your people. When you have all those money, you buy car, you build a house, you make noise, all of that. That's the end. They don't know they are slaves already. Because whoever gives you money and you collect the money, you are enslaved to the person. And that is what is happening on that area. How I wish that Radio Biafra will reach all those corners, so that whoever is interested to reason will listen and become a human being. Because the Fulanis and the Asari, the Koba, and all of that in that place, they have turned all the youth in that area to become criminal by giving them gun, and they are fighting themselves. Sometimes the Nigerian army will come and kill a lot of them and bury them. Nobody will hear about it. Because the radio in that area will not say the truth. It's only Radio Biafra will hear the truth. Nothing less, nothing more than that. If you go to Iguacha today and listen to radio, and go to Bayelsa, go to Nigeria and listen to radio, you weep for people over there because they are behaving like even the animal is far better than them. Information is very powerful. I have seen it. For those who know the meaning of information, the truth and the honest. Because there's some information that is bad. That is the one that you are hearing in Nigeria. That one will keep you in darkness forever. You continue sheepishly working, thinking that you're a human being, not knowing that you are a dead person working.
Yeah, Mazi.
They want people.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Please try to round up.
Okay. The white people have understood that black people are fools, mostly in Nigeria. Give them money, they become your slave. Whatever you told them is what they will do. That is what is happening in Nigeria. But I thank God our leader have opened this radio for those who want to be a human being with less and become human being. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the greatest man on earth we have ever seen in the black race. Chukwuokike Abiama will uphold his hand, not to fall. Thank you very much. All Biafra.
Biafra, thank you. We must continue. Hello, good morning. The caller from WhatsApp. Good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from? Hello, are you there? Okay, let me take this caller from Signal. Hello, the caller from Signal. Good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from, and please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Thank you, my dear brother, Manzita Rimini, and our African rep. Tukabema will continue to strengthen and bless you. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling from it.
Right on. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I think we lost him. The lines are open. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from. And please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Okay, sir. My African rep, can you hear me very well?
Yeah, good morning, my brother. What is happening? It seems I lost him again. Hello, welcome back.
Yes, Mazitari, I think I had an altercation there. So, Mazi, what I want to say is that you see, you have said it all, and we have no much to say. You are whether Topolo or the ones fighting him or anything militancy is not for the good of the general society. It is an interest of personality. They are after their own interest, and this is why we have been living like this. Our land has been underdeveloped. So the thing there is that the people will have to rise up and do what they have to do. The other day you talked about Bayelsa Palm that is being taken over by terrorists, and they are watching, and all they are after is trying to talk about pipeline guiding. So it's a shameful thing. I don't know what to say, but I hope that you are going to continue to try to educate and orientate the younger ones who carry these guns for them. Because Asario and even the Tompolo himself, they are not capable to carry guns now. But these younger ones that carries this gun and go, I think they need this education. Asari, Tompolo, or even Ateke, any of them to stop. They will not stop because they're beating from the devil's spot. So they cannot stop. So what I want to enjoy this to allow me for our people to call and support ESN. Our land is under siege. Fulani terrorists are terrorizing our land. The military are terrorizing our land, whether in the coastal region, whether in the hinter region. The whole land of Biafra is under siege. And the last thing we can do is to afford our people misbehaving, just as what we are seeing today. It's very bad and it's very sad. So we have to support ESN to defend the land of Biafra. And we have numbers for Biafra in Europe and for Biafrans in America. And I will go ahead to give out this number from IPOB National Body, sent by IPOB National Coordinator of Italy. And these numbers are on WhatsApp and Signal. So if you're a Biafran anywhere you are in Europe, please call the number and you will be directed on the appropriate channel to support ESN approved by HUD2S. Now the first number is +39 35100 46055. I'll repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator number in Italy. And the second is +39 371 30402. I repeat, +39 371 30402. This is IPOB National PRO number in Italy. Any of them you call, you are a Biafran, you are in Europe, no matter your country, because these numbers are on WhatsApp and Signal. You call and you will be directed on the right channel to support PSN. Then we have for Biafrans in America, we have this number for you to also call and you will be directed on the appropriate channel to support PSN. Dr. Tina is the name and the number is +1 682 552 3333. I repeat, +1 682 552 3333. Dr. Tina, known as Dr. Money, you are a Biafran, you are in America. We must support the defense of our land. The harassment, the molestation of our people is getting out of hand. It's already out of hand, in fact, and we have to stop it. It is only our responsibility to defend our people and the land of Biafra. So we have to do it. Our demand is the unconditional release of our leader and referendum, because we take our freedom. Thank you, Master Nemi, and Chukwabia must bless you from here.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my African, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Right on.
Okay, sir. May the peace of Chukwukikabiama, the God of Biafrans and the owner of the whole world, may his peace dwell upon you abundantly. And you see your fatherland. Makadede Kefere said, we are here to restore the kingdom of heaven. And everybody that is working assiduously to make sure that we return this land back to our God that gave it to our ancestors. Your name must be remembered forever and ever, because before we came, there is no people like us. And we are here now. We are here. Crumbs and the bread. In Africa represent not your topic. Crumbs and the bread. Imagine. What shall it profit every one of us? We are in Dubai, we are in America, we are everywhere. Imagine that the chicken does them to be a slave in America. Imagine that they care for him to be a slave in, but they don't care for him. Another is fighting it here. They don't care for him to shake, whether we are good. If the world give us option to live in this our land, because of all these answered the cobos, all these idiots. How can the enemy of your father be your friend? He said, come on, say, how can the enemy of your father, they gave you your land to protect so that they will be stealing from you, and they are defending, killing your people for the enemy. Shame to all of you. The African rep, keep it on, we are going home. Our leader, hey, Chineken, is it that Nnamdi? Let us see a scratch on his body. Simple. All these evil leaders here, both religious leaders, the governors, your people will pay dearly for it. For daring the anointed man of the Most High Creator, Chukwukikabiama. Babu Shaman. Shame to all of you. Shame. Come Katawe. Undi Beri Bokayaral. That I think it doesn't that Chukwukikabiama seems dead. That I quit Daniel chapter 6, from verse 1 to end. Yana the same Daniel chapter 7, there, from verse 1 to end. Yana second Maccabees chapter 11, there, and the same second Maccabees chapter 12. Then every person on that very important African rep, very because we learn from the history of people that came before us. But I want to hear me and also, Abu Jesus Christ, it's able there. No John number one, what is the boy? Give me a comment. I bring in for what I know. Mohammed the channel against say father. I'm going to take the ticket. There's a Daniel. They conspire because of religion. Because of religion. Enemy of Daniel. The guy and tell the king. Say, you see this Daniel, in the worship their God, because they give law. And they signed the contract with Asare Dokubo. But Daniel came up boldly to say this quick, and the king rescued because the king that chicken there's a moon mutakwayene baka akwero onye that short up lumbe otoge show bon ko butukwen fulani will use any titles, but you see ojo kind that bastard babagida I went in alanga oge mena ya account bokezi as that game kura ya account France, all these leaders, all these governors, I really like to tell her, I have to follow job. I have to follow job. Okay, see what the government state. I can't call it. I got it up to show, but I can't get it. I did that ticket. I get it. No, she, my father, the government, I could put a guy room. Tata, you know, all the Sakwanya, I could that the Kano, all the Chava, October 21st, Share all of you, come back from him back. Push I with that. No, only that. But I won't know them. On the two quite about to go to the first time. When I could quite get a cut, they get people there. Let them again the Cairo to Camrendo. Pray on a local for a question up at the conquest of man, come tower. A question is my man. A question that I can't get all the test of Fulani. Come to the Daka. Yana report quite quick about him in the Monamad. Then I think them better than the kindness of Daniel. He saw it as Daniel saw it. God study it. He saw it say, and I was said that which then the come him the lega film. I'm telling you. Then I couldn't move. And me left to quite okay to the he's about to set the heaven at that. Hey, then they take the letter on and off for. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, maybe in a room or the king of the question come on room, Mamma so. Oh, you can't go now when they work at the Chicago woman. I'll come up with Chawa. I get the next room. The call for you. Didn't you do a room or Naka Lori Nafo Nampu Ya Oje. I mean, I like to go to Canada, my God. Oh, man. Africa, they come. Oh, France.
Biafra will heal thee. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, Mazu Zachuku on the line.
Right on, the world is listening to you. You have 3 minutes for your
conversation. No problem. Mazi, I thank you so much for all your analysis and all your lecturing. In fact, I'm very, very happy and grateful to God that we have somebody like you also in this movement. You see, what is happening, Fulani cannot just be so much intelligent in all this way. I don't believe that Fulani are the one doing all these things. Go and check. It is the Britain that is doing all these things. Remember, they are piping the gas from that particular Bayelsa axis to Spain. Remember, there is just work that is going on there. So, it is the hard work of this Britain that is doing this thing, not the Fulani. The Fulani cannot just be all that intelligent to be doing all these things from 1960. No, it's not possible. Who overthrew the government of the Tafawa Balewa? Is it not the Britain? Who killed Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello? Is it not Britain? All the whole London Constitution that our politicians went to London to prepare a constitution, only to overthrow under 6 years. After 6 years of practicing that constitution, Britain got it thrown because they know under that constitution, Nigeria can be developed. Eastern region and Western region and Northern region can develop. They overthrow it. And then cause a civil war. Fulani cannot be so much intelligent. It is the same old serpent that are doing all these things. I'm telling you. Look at now, they have invited Obasanjo and all the whole inglorious bastard politicians to London. What are they discussing? The same Obasanjo that was used in fighting Biafra is going with P2B in London. What are they discussing there? So, thank you for your analysis and thank you for your message this morning. Those people are idiots. Those boys are idiots. They don't know what they are animals. They prefer to be king in hell than being servant in heaven. Your own property, you are fighting for it. You are taking bribe. Is it not stupidity? As the Bodo try it and he died. How long will these people continue to play on your intelligence and you continue to accept the nonsense? So, the issue is that we are out to get Biafra. It is Biafra or nothing. Nigeria is a scam. By now, you can see what is going on. There is a mock battle. There is a mock, what I call mock battle between Britain and Fulani. There is a mock battle going on. Mock battle. They pretend that they are quarreling. That is why they are inviting Obasanjo and even this man I respect so much, the one of Benue State. He is there in London. He's there in London. What are they discussing? If Nigeria did not break up, we all are finished, and eventually Britain will take over our land. It is Britain that is fighting to take over our land, not even the Fulani. How can caretaker become a landlord overnight? Britain cannot afford to allow the Fulani to take over Nigeria. They are just presenting the Fulani. At the back of the Fulani, they are the people perpetrating all these crimes, all these things all over the place. It is Britain behind it. Quote me. Quote me. That is exactly what is happening. Thank you, my honorable. Thank you once again. I'm happy this morning, and I'm always happy because I listen to your program all the time. Do you understand me? Thank you. May God bless you abundantly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning to you, Mazi. Mazi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters. May the blessing of Chukwu Abiyama, Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to be with us. My name is Ugo, and I am calling from the blessed land of Biafra. Mazi, thank you for this good topic you just present this morning for us to learn. I can continue to say that all of our brothers and sisters who are presenters in this our platform, the topic you are giving to us is upbuilding, at the same time encouraging. If we can listen and learn from it, started from what Mazi Jonathan said last night and Mazi Kechukwu, including this particular one this morning. They are pointing out at a particular thing. But you see, division is the most important tools that the enemies can use against you. And they must make sure they succeed once you accept it. The reason why I started from this particular side is that, you give an example of bread and the articles of bread. That was an example that anyone that has sense, if you are a good person that appreciates good, you're supposed to learn. And you go ahead and say that even the owner of the bread will not allow the main bread to go to that portion of waste that the ant feed on. That is simple truth. You see, our people, if you are listening to me, know our brother Mazike Chonoha, his program this morning is to commend our brothers and sisters that is fighting for us. Do not accept anyone that will bring division in your midst. Let me repeat myself. Anyone that will bring division in your midst, make sure you fight against that person and do not accept it, because it is the number one tools of the enemies. In Mizu, they do sacrifice so that our holy platform, our gallant brothers and sisters will have that division, because they knew that division will be the downfall of any strong group. But I am saying it, that it must come. Recognize it and do not accept it. Because if you accept it, it simply means backward. And you remember we said that we are not going backward and we can never go it. So I'm using this opportunity to thank every one of us that we must remain firm. And you mentioned bribe. Remember, the word of Chukwu Okike Abiyama said, bribe blind, clear-sighted men. What does that stand for? If you are a good person, you don't need to accept bribe in whatever you are doing. We don't welcome it, because once you are part of the people that is taking this bribe, once you are conniving together to eat what is not yours, definitely you must try to defend it. That is where your eyes will be blind on the sight of good. And that is not good for any one of us to accept it on this hallowed platform that we are into. So I am using this opportunity to say that as we are doing this wonderful work, we should remember that our leader Mazen Nandekano, a man that set a wonderful example. He set the pace that every one of us are following today. There is no one to be compared with that man, whether you like it or not. Every other person that is saying that is freedom fighting is imitating, and some of them are after their stomach. Many of them, they are envy, jealous of what this our honest, excellent man, Mazen Nandekano, did. That is the reason why they can never be like wonderful family of IPOB. They can't. But they continue to roll around. They continue to engage themselves in their bundle of envy. Instead of them to do the right thing, to join hands together so that we get what we are looking for, they go around, turning around, pushing this pillar, making sure that the pillar will fall. But we are telling them that the foundation of this pillar is very strong. You can never fall it. Mazi, the blessing of Chukwu Abiyama continue to be with you for this work. It's a very great work that all of you are doing. We must get our victory, and let every one of us remember that our leader Mazen Nandekano did not do anything, and it's in the hands of the enemy. Despite the rest of our brothers and sisters who did nothing, we continue to demand for their release from the hands of the wicked one. All Jews Okalo and the rest of them, it shall never be well with you and your generation. Because Nandekano cried for you when you were in detention. Despite your evil deeds, he cried and you were released. But now you are fighting to make sure that your brother is killed. You'll be dead, and the victory will be ours. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. God bless you. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, good day, sir. This is Ngana Marimade, the only people that insult the animals, not human. Sir, I want to ask you a question. All this time we've been looking for a way to redeem ourselves or emancipate ourselves. In other words, to restore our kingdom and our home, which is Biafra. There has been so much illustration about history that may have played out and that have played out in the past, like decades ago. Take, for instance, the Americans. Now, many of you have established the references regarding to those people, how they got their independence. And one of the references that marvels me is one, Mazi Ikechukwu, elaborated. He said that about, 56 or 58 persons mixed up with blacks and white, hold on to a faith that gave them that freedom. Now, my question now is this. These 58 persons, were there any record that, disclose how they factioned themselves out, claiming that I'm Delta, Niger, South, East, North, Ohaneze, Adebama, Adewell, all this useless thing playing out? Did they ever have such thing among them, and at the end of the day, they got what they want and become great this far that they are today? That's the question I want to ask you, sir.
The answer to that is very simple. The fact is that something that is spoiled is spoiled. All these guys, they are spoiled. And what they came out for, what all of them are doing is just for money. At the beginning, there could be some people that were sincere, but at the end of the day, what they came out for is for money, and they are finished. So it is only bribe that satisfies them, nothing else.
Okay, thank you so much. And I will leave it there, but I'll end it up by saying, because all of us listening to this platform, we don't have a way of seeing through the walls of education. We don't. But we are so proud of you people who know all it takes and what the secrets are that have held us this far. And I think it is only when you people let go that the enemies will mock at us and more on you people. But I am praying that you people will be steadfast to get us out from this mess. Because for me, I am happy the way I am, but much more happy when people like you and every other ministers on this platform restore this kingdom for us. We are suffering, but our generation needs to celebrate us. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I think I will take the call, trying to see if I can take call from. He has been calling the caller from Skype for a random. Need to try to see if I can bring in this caller. Been taking calls from WhatsApp. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes. My brother, are you talking to me on the
Yes,
Skype?
I am talking to you on Skype. Right on. The world is listening to you right now. You have 3 minutes. Sorry, you have 2 minutes because our time is fast spent.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Thank you, my brother Kimoway Tarinemi. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, your friends and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi, and I'm calling from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. My brother, what I want just to say regarding your time is that all our people, not specifying or only alluding to people on the coast or on the hinterland, anybody from the east, any Biafran, are you Ateketom? Are you Klompolo? Are you Asari? Are you Ojun Zokalo? Are you Gaddafi? Devin Umahi or Okola Ocha? Just know that how and why people will remember you when you are gone is not your bank account or your real estate. It's the work you done for your people to the liberation of your people. And we have stayed hungry too long, and you guys have taken crumbs for too long. We Ijo, we Igbo, we Anang, Ibibio, Efik, all of the indigenous people from Biafra, we want bread now. No more crumbs. No more crumbs. You are kings, you are queens, you are princes and princesses. You deserve more than you are getting in Nigeria. And when Biafra comes, we will stay in Biafra. Anybody who wants to opt out, we will let them go. Because when the referendum will happen for Biafra, Ateketom or Asari, Ojo Zokalo or Dave Umahi, even myself and our leader, we all have one vote in that referendum. The Biafran people will decide. God bless you. God bless Biafra, my brother. Good day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. At this juncture, we come to the end of this program. I am sorry if I'm not able to take your call today because of our time. Our time is fast spent. I won't be able to take all the calls. Thank you very much for your contributions today. And thank you very much for listening. This is Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. And I am your host. My name is Kumawe Tarinemi. God bless you.